Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and this is Lindsay Talks a Lot. I am finally back after a long, kind of unplanned hiatus. I've had a very busy but very exciting year. I got married in May and that was amazing and I loved it and I had the best time, but I spent pretty much all of January through April wedding planning. I made all of my decor. I ended up actually like cooking. It was a very small thing, almost like kind of an elopement with just family present, but it was the best time. You know, I got a promotion at work. I had a couple passion projects I was working on. So I just really haven't had the time to read, but now the dust has finally settled. Like life is back in a nice little lull and I'm so happy to be reading again. I really am hoping for the rest of the year that I can kind of make up for lost time. But anyway, I want to start with a list video, a recommendation video of reality show thrillers. I feel like that's the perfect niche for summer. You know, you still get like the twists and the darkness and deception, but you kind of have the fun of reality shows to go with it. So I have 4 books that I want to be recommending to you guys that you need to read before the end of summer. I can't believe it's already August, but here we are. Anyway, let's jump in. First up, we have Everyone is Watching by Heather Gudenkoff. Sorry if I mispronounced that last name. This show has 5 contestants that go by a nickname: the senator, the confidant, the boyfriend, the best friend, and the executive. These 5 individuals are competing in kind of grueling physical challenges for $10 million. All 5 of them have very valid reasons where they kind of desperately need the money, and so they're willing to do anything to win. We have a very unique set of individuals, like, you know, like there's the senator, there's a lawyer, psychologist. We have a single mom, Marie, who is the best friend, who has a chronically ill child and like really needs the money to get proper medical treatment for their child, and the executive, who is just whatever. We don't need to worry about them. But none of them know each other. None of them really know anything about the show. They all get this like mysterious email saying that they've been entered to win, and they all show up to this big mansion where they learn that they will be competing in a series of physical challenges. Like I said, very high stakes, like high risk. Like it is almost putting their life on the line, like with these physical challenges they have set up for them. And uniquely enough, instead of being like pre-recorded and edited, this competition is live streamed. So you have these 5 individuals. When they complete each challenge, whoever wins the challenge can either get like a super clue or a game changer, and that's either an item or a hint that is supposed to help like kind of elevate them above the rest. But to the contestants, none of the items really make sense, but the more you learn, like the more sinister things on the show get. The twists in here are definitely surprising. The ending was very shocking to me. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun, like very entertaining. This would definitely be a good one to read on like a rainy summer day, just because it's a little bit darker than some of the rest of them. But this was the thriller niche like I never knew I needed or wanted. But I give this one 4 stars. Definitely a good one to read. Next, we have The Villa by Ruth Kelly. This is more of a Love Island-esque reality show. Although I've never seen Love Island, that's what I've been told it seems like. This competition has 10 contestants, 5 men, 5 women. They all go to this beautiful paradise island where they couple up and kind of compete to win the hearts of their viewers. This one as well is also live streamed instead of pre-recorded and taped. The book starts out with a death. We don't really know who it is. We get very minute details, but it's done really well in the sense that you really don't know who it is, and you're guessing at who it is up until the moment. Very interesting. So one of our competitors' name is Laura. She is actually a reporter who ends up kind of sneaking on the show to get the inside scoop of reality TV and then maybe dig up some dirt on her competitors. So she is kind of like faking it while she's on the show. She's our main viewpoint. Our other viewpoint is from the director of the show, who ends up in police custody after the show finishes. Well, I don't want to say finishes, but I guess is prematurely ended by this murder/death. So we get to see Laura kind of like dig deep, like she's paranoid because she's afraid she's going to be caught. She also kind of wants an out and escape because she has the chance to like win the money and win the competition herself. So she is competing in that sense as well. I really enjoyed just the pettiness of the drama with this, you know, like young people always trying to like one up each other because they want to be picked, you know, they want to be voted on by viewers, and things get really messy really quickly. I enjoyed the ending of this one as well. I really wasn't expecting it, and I kind of like where it ended up, but this is definitely a more, I don't want to say lighthearted, I guess like the style of the reality TV is a little bit different. But I gave this one's like a 4.5 out of 5 for me. And even though it's thicker, even though it's a little bit bigger, I sped through it pretty quickly. So if you love Love Island, if you love a little bit of murder, this one's for you. The next book I'm going to talk about, I don't have a physical copy of. I got it on my Kindle. It's called Made for You by Jenna Satterthwaite. I don't know what's up with all these author last names, but they're a mouthful. Anyway, this book focuses on our main character, Jenna, who is a synth. This isn't really set in the future. It's more so like it maybe an alternate reality. But in this world, technology has advanced in a way to where they have essentially created like AI robots that are humanoid. You know, they appear human, they have blood, they have organs, they can procreate, like they can reproduce. For all intents and purposes, like unless they confess to you, you wouldn't know that they weren't human. It's still like relatively new, but Julia, our main character, has actually been created for a man. So she goes on a competition, a bachelor type show, where she meets Josh, and she, like, her point of existence is to make Josh fall in love with her and like be the perfect woman for him. So we get two viewpoints. We get her while she's on the show and like competing to win his heart, and then we get 15 months down the road, they're married, they have a baby. So it's really not a spoiler because it's in the blurb, but Josh goes missing. And the country, because this is also new, like the country is very divided for people who support synths and other people who think they're like demonic creations and they're unnatural and like they shouldn't have rights the way humans have rights. So that puts a lot of tension on Josh and Julia's relationship. Like I said, he goes missing and she gets accused of his murder. And because there's such a divide as to, you know, synths themselves, Julia feels like she can't trust the police, she can't trust investigators, so she begins to dig on her own, and she starts to question, like, why was she really made? You know, what is the point of her existence? Is there more to this life? And I found it to be a really interesting viewpoint. Like, it does have a really good plot. You really get into like the nitty-gritty of their relationship and like the things they go through and the mysteries and intrigue and paranoia almost. But, you know, there is some like philosophical points about consciousness and fate and, you know, what matters in this life and what you maybe what is the right thing to do. And I really enjoyed that. Like, it's definitely the most unique concept out of the bunch. This is the only one that has the pre-recorded and like taped, you know, filming like a traditional show. But I really like where it went. I think it was super interesting. I loved the two viewpoints of like the past and the present. I think that really kept things going for me. This was also like a 4.5 out of 5 for me. So if you want something a little bit different, I would definitely recommend it. And last but not least, we have The Favorite Sister by Jessica Knoll. I honestly did not think I was gonna like this because I read Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll and it was not for me. But this is my favorite book out of the bunch. Like, this is a 5-star read for me. I love this. I ate it up. The ending is just, I mean, just like had me flabbergasted. But anyway, so this book focuses on a group of 5 women who are in a reality show called Gold Diggers. The show is currently in its 4th season of running. And along with The Villa, it's definitely the most like reality drama-esque. Like, there's no true winner, but all of these women are really itching to have like their time in the limelight. So we have Brett, who is kind of like the #1 favorite on the show. She is a lesbian woman who created a bike company, like a cycle bar type of company. But the added benefit is that like riders, some of their funds contribute to donating bikes to women in kind of like impoverished areas. I won't go into too much detail with that, but Brett has a sister named Kelly who wants a little bit of what Brett has. She's like kind of the brains behind the operations, whereas Brett is like the face of the company. And so she kind of weasels her way onto the season of the show, which obviously causes some drama between sisters. We also have Stephanie, who allegedly was Brett's best friend, but then their friendship kind of dissolved, and we see that on this new season. She's a romance writer that's come out with a novel about her struggles with abuse and trauma as a child, young adult. We have Lauren, who's kind of the party girl of the group. She's just rich, spoiled, started this dating app. Nothing really too crazy with her. She's just like the most unhinged in the sense that like she doesn't have her life together. We also have Jen, who is a super health nut. You know, she's vegan, super into wellness, has her own like brands of supplements and juice bars and stuff. And the show Gold Diggers centers around female entrepreneurs, but it's very cutthroat. Like all these women are competing to be the favorite of the show. They form alliances. They all have secrets to hide, like some secrets, okay? These ladies got problems, and I ate it up. I was here for all their problems, for all of their fights. You know, you see like the truth of things that happen on the show and things that were set up. Like, you get behind the scenes of things. Like, the show itself is kind of a vague premise. It's more so about their dynamics, what they go through over like a 3-month period. And we also learn, should have mentioned this from the get-go, but from the beginning, Brett is dead. She has died at the end of the season. We don't know why, we don't know how, but we do know something bad went down. And we see flashbacks, like we get Brett's point of view, we get Stephanie's point of view, we get Brett's sister, Kelly, her point of view as well. And like she says from the beginning, like, I'm not innocent. And it's just a really crazy journey about like these female friendships, about betrayal and dishonesty, and like what people will do for fame. And the ending, like I said, is just unreal. It is unreal. The secrets that are finally revealed are unreal. I ate it up. I absolutely ate it up. If you're gonna pick any of the books out of these, I would definitely recommend this. It was just, I don't know who this Jessica Knoll is, but I love her. She's not the same woman that wrote Luckiest Girl Alive. They are 2 different books. And I will say too, 3 out of 4 of these books were written this year. So I don't know what it is about 2024, but it is the year for reality show thrillers. Except for The Favorite Sister. That was written in 2018, so I guess she was the champion. Like, she walked so the rest could run. or fly, however the expression goes. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm sorry it has taken me so long to get back in the swing of things, but now that I'm here, I am excited and motivated. There's something too about, like, you know, we're nearing the end of summer, going into fall, and there's something about a new season, a season ending and a new starting that I feel like just gets the creative juices flowing. So yeah, let me know if you know of any other reality show thrillers that I didn't mention that are worth a read, or if you're gonna read any of these. But I hope you are having a wonderful summer and a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.